Hey, it's Friday night. Ah, ah. Hey. Oh my goodness. Woo. Good evening. Woo. Welcome. All right. Yeah, yeah. Welcome, welcome. All right. Thank God it's Friday. It's Friday night and all right. Come on, dance to the music. Ah, it's Friday night. Let's rejoice. Hey. Hey, good evening. Welcome, Jay. Welcome, Iske. Welcome, Amarachi. Welcome, Olivia. Welcome, Osioma. Adora, Theodora. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Woo! All right. And all right. Welcome, Oge. Hey. Welcome, Amaka. Welcome, Jideka. Hey. Hey, welcome, Tiffany. Yeah. Ooh, it's Friday night hangout. Eh? I'm super excited tonight. Yay! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Natsiba. Hey! Woo! Friday, Friday. Oh yeah. Hey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm super excited. Welcome to another amazing episode of Friday Night Hangout. And I'm your host, Joy Onyesoh. I'm super excited to have you join me in this season 2 and our 5th episode. Who is happy in the house? I want to see your thank God it's Friday. Yay! I see we have a lot of people who turned in early to this time around. So I'm so happy. Welcome once again to the Friday Night Hangout where we learn, unlearn, relearn. Here we talk about issues of life, business issues. We build our skill sets. And this is a safe space where we just interact, we can share without fear of judgment, and we also learn how to rejoice, celebrate, and have some fun. So tonight is not going to be any different. We're going to have fun reloaded. So we're going to have a lot of fun tonight while we also learn. Welcome. I am fine. Thank you so much, Yinka. Thank you for asking. Welcome, Amarachi. Welcome, Theodora. Welcome, Cindy. Welcome, Vivian. Everyone, welcome, welcome, welcome. I do not take this for granted at all. I deeply appreciate you making out this time to spend with me and the tribe and just to have some fun. So tonight we have a special guest in the house and I'm going to be introducing her very soon. But before I do that, our theme for the month of February is business and finance. So remember the month of January, we talked about starting strong. We discussed what you have in your hands, what do you see, what do you speak, and we talked about staying strong and resilient through uncertain times. Now we are moving on. We are starting strong and we are graduating. So this month of February, We're going to have conversations on business. How do you become an entrepreneur? How do you manage finances? How can you build your strategic plan? How do you ensure that you grow your brand? So these are the conversations that we're going to be having on Friday night hangout in the month of February. And to get us started, today is our amazing guest, Dr. Bindu Babu, and she is going to be talking on how to become a woman entrepreneur. Who is excited? I am. Adese is doing very well. Thank you for asking, and I hope you're doing very well as well. How has your week been? Mine has been interesting. It has been hectic, but it has been super rewarding. So, how has your week been? I want to know how your week has been. Put it in the chat box. You know how we roll here. Put it in the chat box. How has your week been? Interesting, fun, frustrating. I hope nobody had a frustrating week. Okay. I'm super excited to see you all. Yes, yes, yes. Business and finance. That's what we are discussing in the month of February. I'm following your key. Remember last year I asked you to drop in the chat what things you want us to discuss in the year 2021. And I listened, and we're moving on with one of the themes you said you want to see us have conversation on, and that is business and finance. So if there's anything else you want us to discuss on Friday night hangouts, please do drop it in the chat box, and I promise you I will try and ensure that we get to have that conversation. That's what the Friday night is for, to have topical conversations on life and business. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Some of you say your week has been tough, wonderful, splendid, productive, amazing, fascinating. Keep it coming in. Yes, stressful, but I bless God. Amazing. Great week. Great to hear your week has been great. Thank you so much. Has been stressful but interesting. I give God the praise. Amen. Thank you so much. I'm really so excited that despite some of us that had stressful week, we can still say that it's a great week. And that's why we're here. That's why the Friday night hangout exists. This is a space where we come to distress. So we learn, but we are also having fun at the same time. So tonight we're going to have so much fun, so much fun, so much fun. And we have an exciting guest in the house. If you don't have your writing material with you, I want you to get your writing material, put on your seatbelt, make sure that you're ready and you're not distracted, because you're going to have so much nuggets tonight. Madenike says, hello, house members. Thank God it's Friday. Nice to have you here, sis. Nice to have you here, IJ. Nice to have you, Honorable Ugonachi. Nice to have you here, Shola Odeja. I'm super excited to have everyone on board. Are you ready? Now, before we go further on, I want to just announce the winners of last week. So, moving forward, we are going to be announcing the winners of the previous week. Perhaps your name appeared and you haven't received your top up or your data subscription. You just make a note, and a member of my team would be with you. So, very shortly, the names of those that won the cash prize and the data subscription is going to appear on the screen, and you just check out and see if your name is there. If you receive the data subscription, congratulations. If you're yet to receive, let us do know. So the names are already on the screen. The names are already on the screen. So you can see the names on the screen already. These are the winners for last week. So these are the winners for last week. We have Vivian, we have Success, we have Shola, and a whole lot of you. I don't want to spend all the time calling everyone, but I think you can see your name. And if your name is not there, or your name is there, you haven't received the data subscription, please do let me know. I am doing so well, fine, thank you. Someone says I'm looking smashing. That's the idea, because it's a Friday. Now I have a prize for the first 10 people that tuned in today. I have a special prize for the first 10 people that tuned in today. So today we're going to be giving out a lot of gifts. So I'm going to give out 10 books of the Power Woman today. At some point today, I'm going to give out 10 copies of the Power Woman book. So you just indicate if you want the hard copy or the soft copy if you do win. Like I said, a friend of mine paid for 50 hard copies of the Power Woman book. And so throughout the Friday night hangouts in the month of February, I'm going to be giving out free copies of the Power Woman book. Congratulations in advance to all the winners. And also, our amazing sister member of the tribe, Honorable Gonachi, had a birthday on the 3rd of December, and she gave us 15,000 naira. Please, let's celebrate her in the tribe. Let's say happy birthday, Honorable Gonachi. Celebrate her and say thank you. She gave us 15,000 naira, and we're going to distribute it today. 5 lucky winners are going to go home today with a cash prize of 3,000 naira each. So who is going to be the winner? All right. Now it's with so much excitement, with so much joy, I introduce to you my dear friend, colleague, Dr. Bindu Babu. She's here with us and she's going to be leading the conversation on how to become a woman entrepreneur. Okay, so join me in welcoming my sister and friend, Dr. Bindu Bamboo. So Dr. Bindu Bamboo is right here. Let's give her a rousing welcome. Welcome, Dr. Bindu Bamboo. I'm super excited to have you join us today. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Okay, I'm off the mute. I couldn't hear myself. Thank you so much for having me here, Professor Joy. It's an honor, especially with all ladies, and I'm sure there's some men that's there watching us tonight, Friday night. For you all, Friday night. For me here in New York is in the afternoon, and it is a privilege and honor, and I'm excited about our show together.
Oh, I don't know how many of us remember Dr. Bindu. She featured in the Power Woman magazine cover in the month of December, and she was also a guest, a brief guest in the month of December, and she promised us that she'll be back this month. And here she is to fulfill her promise, and she's ready, prepared to pour into us. So we're going to be having the conversations in 2 segments. The first segment, we're going to be talking about starting your business. We'll look at the mindset involved, the research and documentation that is involved in starting your business. And then the second segment of the conversation, we'll be looking at how to market your business. Here, we'll be talking about systems, tools, and the right team to help you manifest your vision of a powerful business brand. So you see that today is power packed and we have a power woman with us tonight. So it's with so much pleasure, so much excitement that I hand over the platform to my sister, Dr. Bindu Babu, to take us through the conversation how to become a power woman, how to become a woman entrepreneur. And we're going to be talking about the first segment right now, the mindset required, and the research and documentation. After the first segment, we'll take our giveaways, some announcements, and then we go into the second segment. Dr. Bimbo, the thank you.
Thank you, Professor Joy. Actually, I should be doing it the other way around and ask you how you became a power woman, entrepreneur, and a very beautiful soul that came out and helping so many people. And that's the key point that I feel is so important is as an entrepreneur is always being authentically who you are, you know, and that's what's going to come out in your business and in who you reach out to, and it's your passion, you know. When you try to follow something that's not that's not in your blood, let's say, or that's not in your realm of how you approach people, that authenticity is not understood or seen. So I would always say the first thing is believe in yourself, believe in your courage, believe in who you are and whatever you have a gift in, and explode it, you know, explode it. And when I say that is, you know, we have a passion and we don't, you know, all of us, when we first start, especially as an entrepreneur, we don't really know where to begin, especially if it's not your field. In my case, I did medicine. You know, after I did medicine, I did my doctorate in natural medicine. I did my PhD in integrative medicine, but I never knew that I was going to become an entrepreneur where I would be having my own coaching business and my own. I'm an author and I spoke all over the world. I wasn't expecting to go that route, even though my goal and passion was to help everyone, women, men, anybody who's involved in toxic relationships or mindset, you know, changing your mindset. And I said, no, I need to go there. So the first step is conquering your fear, you know. I would always say having the mindset of believing in yourself. And then second is conquering your fear of whether I'm going to fail or not. And it's scary, but when you understand that you're already at this moment without moving, it's already a no. What's the harm of trying and getting that yes and believing in it? You know, if you're already getting a no, you're not sure if this is going to work, this is not going to work, but you're in a position where I want to try, your possibilities and your higher chances of getting a yes is so profound that you should go and try and put out your gifts and really believe that you will be successful. When you have a successful mindset, you will be successful. And when you're authentic, you're going to draw people who can really relate to you and feel your passion and feel your guidance in whatever field you're going to get yourself into. Anything, whether it's from IT, whether it's coaching, whether it's being a speaker, or any small business to magnify to a large business, it's your mindset. Your mindset, the energy you put out, and what you believe in. And I believe you live one life. You deserve to live that in happiness. You deserve to live that in success. And why not? Go for it. Do it. Do what you need to do and have that mindset. And I lost my Professor Joy. But these are the things that are so important in starting a mind. It's first is mindset, understanding you have to move forward. And the second thing is putting everything together. Yes, I got my Joy, Professor Joy back. And after having that mindset, it's next discipline and structure, how to move forward, right? Professor Joy, I mean.
That's so true. Because you know, starting a business is a risky venture as well. And
Yes.
so being an entrepreneur
We're waiting for the professor. I just want to say thank you all for the warm welcome I'm seeing, and while we're waiting for Professor Joy to come back. Yes.
it's changing today, so please bear with me. Remember last week we talked about being resilient, so I'm going to stay here and we'll push through. So just like my friend said, my colleague Dr. Bindu Babu, it's important that you have the right mindset. So entrepreneurship is not for the lily-hearted. You know, you can't be afraid of taking risk and say you want to be a woman entrepreneur. So first of all, you need to work on your mindset. You need to come in with the right mindset. Do not is business. And business is tough, but business is rewarding. Um, you also need to come with the mindset of making a success out of the venture. So when you have
Yep.
challenges, it doesn't necessarily so that mindset, like she said, is really key. And one of the things, Dr. Bindu, we talked about research documentation. So how can research and documentation help us to be in that right mindset and give us the necessary tools to get kick-started?
Well, if I've heard you right, it was about discipline and what we do. Once you believe in yourself and now you understand this is what you want to do, I'm not going to take no as an answer. I'm going to move forward, right? And you have that vision in your head. This is successful. Visualize your business. Visualize how successful it's going to be. Be with that positive mindset. Then it's kind of really disciplining yourself of boundaries in the sense you must learn how to say no. You must learn to be okay in saying no to certain circumstances where it may be detrimental in the beginning of your business, but you can't please everybody and serve everybody because now it's a discipline of how to run your business. And you say it with kindness and respect. There are certain avenues why you feel certain points that you're going to take in your business. Maybe a colleague or someone might not think that's the way, or they may want to fine tune it, but it's okay for you to say, no, this is my vision. I like what you're saying and I love your suggestions, but I feel a little different and I'm going to move forward in your beliefs, or don't wave with other
Mm,
people, because it's that old term, too many chefs spoil the soup.
yeah, too many cooks spoil the food.
Yes, there
Yes.
you go. There you go. So it's
Yeah.
important to have that mindset, the structure, the positivity, the vision, and the discipline and the ability to say no and to be powerful, to be strong in your decisions and to move forward. It takes a lot, but it's doable and you can do it.
Yeah. So true. And one other thing is sometimes it may be because you don't have enough information about the business you want to go into. You don't know the terrain very well. You don't know who your competitors are in that business. And that is where research becomes very key. Now you need to do your homework very well. Business is not about sentiments. You can't be all sentimental in business. This is money we're talking about. This is a brand. This is you're building a future. You're building a legacy. So it depends on how you envision your brand. That is how much effort you put into it, and it depends on how much you believe. Because when you believe in something, you give it your all. And one of the ways of giving it your all is by doing your proper research. You need to know what part of the market are you serving? Remember, Dr. Bindu said you cannot serve everyone. So if you're not serving everyone, who then are you serving? Now, your target audience, your clients, you need to be very, very clear about that. Because if you are serving everybody, then you are serving no one. I always tell this to my listen, we have our target client. Yes, our brand may find relevance in other age brackets, but we know our terrain. We know those we exist for. And so when you write your message, when you design your content or your product, you do this with deep clarity as to who you want to serve. So when you want to go into business, if it's a service industry, you need to think about this. Who am I here to serve? Who is my product or my services going to be useful to? And then you do research. What do they want? Sometimes we get so arrogant because we feel that we have the technical skill set, the product or service is good, and then you don't want to listen to your customer. This is why they say the customer is always the queen. They are the one bringing out their money to buy. And so if you don't put out something that they feel meets their needs or is the solution to the problem they have, then you might as well be buying your stuff. And no one wants to do that. So oftentimes we sit down, we design a product, we design the services, and then we don't want to ask our customers, is this what you want? You put it out there and you have a way of getting feedback from them. Is this what they want? So you need to listen. You need to do your research. You need to know who else is having a part of your market, who else is in that market space, who is doing what you're doing. There is nothing that is new under the sun. The only
Right.
thing new is your own unique way of bringing it to life, isn't it, Dr. Bindu?
No, absolutely. We each got, for example, there's so many life coaches out there. But I don't believe there's a competition, because what I do isn't what the gift they can do. They're bringing a different gift. I'm bringing a different gift. Someone else is bring a different gift. And your customers are going to reach out to what their needs are, you know? So
Mm,
that's a really important factor of always doing your research, but trusting in what you're doing and what you're bringing into the market. And research now is so simplified from maybe many, many years ago, where people would have to go through the newspaper, or they had to go to the library, or they have to word of mouth. Now you have this whole universal system of the internet, where
yeah.
in what location would you do well in, you know?
Mm,
Um, for example, if your business is selling water, you would look for a location that's nearby that's like a desert, right? Like you would have the brain sense to understand where is your product going to be the best area, where is the consumers likely to come to you, and who's your competition. So I always say, in a radius, if you're picking a specific area, let's say your small business and your brick and mortar, you would look around and make the research. How many people are around you, and how much of a radius are they to reach from you? Is your competitor? And then the third thing, how do people reach them? How do people can reach you? Are you closer to public transportation? Are they closer? You have to think of all these different aspects of location, research of your competition, research of your product and how it does well in that market. And
mm,
that's how you establish yourself with your own authenticity.
true. Very true. And perchance your business is an e-commerce business, is online. You need to also think about delivery. It's not just about sales. You also need to think about assets. So once people say they want to buy your product, how then do they get the final product? So if you're selling stuff that are tangible and they buy it online, how long does it take for you to deliver? So all these are things you need to figure out. What is your best means of delivery in your state, outside your state, internationally? So you just need to look at what options you have. So in trying to start up your business, there are several steps for starting your business, and you need to pay attention. First, you need to clarify your message. What is your business all about? Your audience, who do you want to serve? How do you want to serve your audience? And how do you want to get feedback from your audience? And then your deliverables, how do you deliver? How do you ensure that you're not just all about the money? Yes, business exists for money, but at the same time, you want to be adding value, because when your business really becomes grounded is when you have repeat customers. For instance, a Friday night hangout, I know my regulars on the Friday night hangout, that every Friday I know I'll see you. You would always turn up. And that is because of the value you get from the Friday night hangout. So that's the same thing with every business. So when your customers or your clients are satisfied, they come back. Not only do they come back, they bring in other people into the business. So you need to also start tracking how many new customers you get through referrals, because a satisfied customer will bring in some other customers into the business. So these are very key. Dr. Bindu, what other things do we need to be looking at in terms of research and setting up the business?
Professor Joy, you're amazing. So I don't know how much more I can add, but I will say, in regards to what you said about research and what we just discussed of understanding, once you do the research and once you kind of, I always say write it down, put it in front of your face so that you can really see, not only just in your brain, you visualize it and understand, okay, these are the aspects. This location suits well. My product will gain this many people and this interest is there. And how can I expand this in one sense of advertising, marketing? And now it's such a world where you have internet. You can go, you're not limited in just one location, as opposed to getting a newspaper article or an advertisement in a newspaper that's local. Now you can go out all over the world through all the social media, Google. I mean, there's so many aspects of advertising that can really put yourself out, and you can make it in different levels. It's such a profound way of putting yourself out there and having people meet you or speak to you or showing your product in different ways that can really attain your clientele. You know, wouldn't you agree, Professor?
Yes, I definitely agree. That's, it's a whole robust conversations on getting your research done, the steps, you need to get, the steps you need to take to get your business done. And you can also check out my website, joyonyesoh.com, the free resources. I have 10 steps for starting your business. So it's a free resource. And if you're thinking about starting a business, or you just recently started a business, I can tell that free resource will be of very good use to you. So do well to check out that resource. It's free and is very valuable. Then also we come to the bit about documentation. Dr. Bindu talked about writing it and visualizing it. And I would say this is really very key. You can't keep everything in your head. Even the computer has a way of storing. You write, you type, you store. So you cannot keep everything in your head. You need to document your processes. So once you're starting, or if you've already started the business, you need to document the process in which you started, how you're growing. You need to keep track. If you don't document, it becomes difficult to measure your progress. It
Yes.
becomes difficult to know when you're growing. And even with challenges, listen, challenges are positive aspects of business growth. Most of us run away from business challenge, but I tell you, face it, go head on. Because you learn valuable business that makes your business to grow into a resilient business. If your business is not tried and tested, it cannot be resilient. So you need to document. When you document, it's one way of also building processes and systems so that when you bring in new people into your business, there is already a pathway for you to onboard them and for them to learn. And, documentation is very key, very, very key. Very simple things. I don't know how many of us are IT compliant, can use simple things like Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel. These are very, very key things with skill sets we need to learn in the 21st century. We just need to know the skill sets. And I do know that as women, we usually have challenges with IT. Globally, the statistics say women are less likely to use technology than men, and we need to start changing that narrative. And so I would always say start small, document your business, because you're going to have challenges. Failures, remember, are building blocks for success. So don't run away from failures. Failures are building blocks for your business because you learn. Many of us don't know how to keep records. We don't know how to keep records. And so if you cannot keep records, you cannot grow your business. You'll be running your business based on sentiments. So if I ask you, if you're already running a business and you've been running your business for the last 2 years, and I ask you, okay, so what was your sales like 2 years ago? A year and 6 months ago, can you readily tell me? How many clients did you have? If you have diverse products, which of your products gave you the most income? How many did you restructure your business based on evaluation, based on the feedback you got? How do you keep those feedbacks? Listen, these are very critical things. We take them for granted. Gone are the days when you just jump in and you just start running business. Oh, I know it, I have it. See, there are two things about business. There is a technical skill set for business, and there's a business management skill set. So one of the mistakes we make as technical people is we believe I have the technical skill set, I can run a business. Mm-mm. You need to learn the business management skill set. That's when you learn about financial management, how you manage your fund, how you create your fund, how you invest your fund, and then how you grow your business. Listen, these are very key things. So you could be a very good technical person, but you're a very bad business manager. So sometimes business owners are not necessarily business managers. So you need to really, evaluate and find out which one are you. Do you need to get a business manager? Or are you one of those people who have invested in themselves and have built their skill sets in managing their business? So That's why sometimes you need to go for trainings. You need to go into conversations like this, listen, ask questions, and we grow. No one knows it all. Dr. Bindu?
No, I agree. It's you have to do your research and you have to have the documentation for business management. And I know in the beginning we have the issue of starting a business. The first fear is success. The second is always fear of money, right?
Yeah.
How am I going to start this? What am I going to do? Where's the funding? And the reason I brought that up right now is not that the money of making the money or starting the business money. It's also even these trainings, as Professor said, you feel scared, like, well, I don't know how to be a business manager. I don't know anything about finances. I don't understand what the estimate of how much money I made this month should compare to how I should advertise this month or where I should focus. So these are things where there's so much free resources now, even YouTube. If you YouTube, you will see all sorts of different trainings and understandings of how to manage your business, how to find funding, how to get grants, how to write things down for grant writing or funding or fundraising or different avenues of marketing and different avenues of documentation. There's so many programs out there that, applications on the phone, on the internet that you can utilize that can track, you just plug in a few numbers and it's very user friendly or easy friendly and you don't have to pay, a lot of them, unless of course you advance. And
Yeah.
as you advance your business, you will have an affordability to advance all these applications that are you using. Or as you advance in your business, you can maybe hire somebody on to be your assistant. And there's so many different ways of that, right? You don't need to have a personal assistant as a salaried person. You can have virtual assistants who can give you a couple of hours to just monitor your business at a less expensive scale, especially when you first start your own business. So these applications, the YouTube videos, the research, the documentations can save you tons and tons of money in the beginning. But you do have to spend your time and discipline. And even those application write notes down is just going to benefit your business, your product, and your clientele and your reach. And you kind of scale it out and say, okay, this is going to be more feasible. This will work better on my website. This would work better for my scheduling. And you kind of make your own business plan.
Yeah.
And that's how you utilize that business plan without putting so much money or hiring this and that. You're going to meet lots of people who will come to you and say, oh, invest in me. I don't know, $10,000, $5,000, and I will just run your business. And it's scary hearing that kind of money in the beginning, especially when you start a new business. And then you think, should I do it? But before you jump into any of that, sit down and do your own research. You have a plethora of information on the internet. And there's so many people like Professor Joy who has that Start Your Own Business. Those are your stepping stones and guidance of how to start something. And then from there, you take those little nuggets and you do the research, Google it, or go through the library, or ask other friends, hey, tell me a little bit more about this aspect of a business and how I start this. And write it down and have your own little folder. And that's going to give you so much power. Because when you know your business, you will succeed. It's always good to know every avenue. Like I have people, even from my non-profit, for example, the bylaws or these, I'm not an attorney. I don't know anything about how to write these things. It's really less than an ABC for me. I can't figure it out. But I spend time. Can I hire someone to take care of it? Sure. But do I understand or know anything about it? No. And that's not a very good foundation, is it? Because you're giving away that power to somebody else and you're indebted to that person to make you successful. So what I would always say is read about what bylaws are, read about what is important, understand what requirement your country has or your state has or the taxes. And it sounds difficult, but trust me, you take your time and you read it and you have that base, then you can work with other people because you know what to delegate and do. Isn't it, Professor?
So amazing. This is really powerful insights. And I do hope you're taking it because these are not usually would pay to get, but free because this is what we do on Friday night hangouts. Really, just like we said, one of the things I've done, I know have made to be successful in my business and to be able to put my hands into things, is that I make sure that I get to know my business very well. You see, any part of my business I branch in, I get deep knowledge about the business. I may not be an authority in that area, but listen, you can't play me for a fool. I can have conversation on it. I can give you my opinion on it. And I make sure I do my research. So I am not giving you total power and control over my business. Because if you don't know so much about your business, you're ceding power and they can use it against you. So when I find women or men trying to go into business and the whole idea of the business is to hand it over to someone for the person to run it, that is not being an entrepreneur. You're just being an investor. You're just investing and you're not the entrepreneur because you're just bringing out money and giving it to somebody else to do that. So any business you decide you want to run, one, make sure you have a passion for that business because it's the passion that you have for the business that will drive you digging deep to get more information about the business, wanting to know how you can make the business grow, looking for systems that can make the business work. I am not an IT guru, but I try my hands, I research, I look. You see, all the apps that I use, I find them out myself. I find them out, I try them, I start with the basic stuff, and then I try to escalate. So it's really important that you get skilled people to handle some parts of the business, but do know what you're giving out to them to do. So that when they give you information, you can make informed decisions. So you're not handing that over to anyone else. And we're going to pause here for the first segment. We're already digging in so deep. When we come back for the second segment, we're going to be talking about marketing your business. And already we've talked about some of the systems and tools you can use to market your business, but we're going to streamline it now to say, okay, you've started, you're thinking of starting your business. Your marketing plan should go side by side with, it should be part of your business plan. It should not be something that is done in isolation. So your marketing plan should be an integral part of your business plan. And so we're going to talk about the tools, processes, and the teams you may need to help you get it started when we come in for the second segment in just some few minutes. So now is the time we take our giveaways. Who is excited? Yay! Great. So we already have a winners for the 10 free copies of the Power Woman book. We already have the winners. We're going to give the a copy each to the first 10 persons that signed in today for the Friday night hangouts. So the first 10 persons that came in early have won themselves a copy of the Power Woman book. Listen, the Power Woman book is gold, not just because I'm the author, but because I poured in a lot into it. It has two segments. The first segment deals on your personal development, and the second segment deals on your business growth. We talk about things about time management. We look at building an effective team, getting organized, building your resilience. And then in the personal aspect, we talk about managing your emotions, your transforming your mindset. The book is really huge. And tonight you're getting it free of charge. So we have 10 winners. Yeah, the 10 winners already on the screen. We have Success Marcos. Congratulations. Adora Ugu is the second winner. Amy Creations, the third winner. Amarachi Perfect, the fourth winner. Njideka, Okoye, the fourth winner. Cindy, the fifth winner. Theodora, Jane, and his. Hey, congratulations. Yay, congratulations. Your names are on the screen. And a member of my team is going to ask you how you want to get your book. You can opt for an e-copy, or you can come into the office and pick up the hard copy, or you can copy for your delivery of the book. So it doesn't include delivery. So if you live outside Enugu, we can organize your delivery, but you need to pay for the delivery. So a member of my team is going to be in touch with you and ensure you get your book. So congratulations to our winners. You've gotten yourself free copies of the Power book. I have 3,000 naira to give to 5 persons today. And I've been thinking, how am I going to give out this 3,000 naira? How am I going to set? Like, I'm ask a question. The easiest thing for me to do is to ask a question, and I'm going to take the first 5 correct responses to the question, and the 5 persons will win the sum of 3,000 naira. That's the fairest way to go about it. Don't you think so, Dr. Bindu? that would be the way to go about it. This 15,000 was. Sorry?
You're breaking up. I couldn't hear you at all. It's
You can't hear me?
I can hear you, but the connection is off.
Okay.
So I don't know what you asked at the end. It was.
If you can hear me well, let me know. If you can hear me, just say yes, and if not, then I would. I think it's
the network.
The network has started again. Yeah. Oh my goodness! Is it better now? It's breaking out. Okay. Just a minute. Let me.
We need Professor Joy back. Oh my gosh.
Is it better now?
It's.
Is it? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Or am I still breaking out? I think it's network. I don't know what's happening. The connection is so bad.
Poor network today.
Am I still breaking out?
Maybe you could try switching the network.
It's breaking out. Okay. Is it better now? Or is it the same thing?
It's kind of like the same.
It's still the same.
You're frozen too. Now you're completely frozen.
What we'll do is, if you can hear me, Dr. Bindu, one segment of marketing, let me log out and log in. Let me log myself out and log
in.
Okay.
I heard you. So, for those of you who are still here, while Professor is going to try to log in and log out with the network issue, we had talked a little bit about networking and marketing. What I do want you all to do understand is we did discuss, and it's just kind of piggybacking on what we said earlier about knowing your business. But I do want you to know that delegating work is also very profound in your business. So sometimes being micromanaging isn't that great either. You should know your business and all aspects of your business of whatever you're supposed to be doing. But sometimes the quality you can give towards your business, somebody else can do the other work behind it so that you don't spend so much time on certain things. For example, appointment scheduling. You can, or scheduling your day with your meetings, and those things are, yes, you can spend some time and do that kind of work, but you as the entrepreneur and business owner, you can put more effort into your business, and somebody else you can hire to do your appointment scheduling, your plans for the day with your meetings, or getting back to your clients with some work, or even if it's some sort of entrepreneurship with small business, if you're selling items, the delivery or feedback with customer service. These are things that you can delegate other people to help you do, while you can focus on more profound work, such as your business and what you can bring to the clients, and your aspects of anything, whether it's coaching one-on-one, or any sort of work in selling the product. These are things that your forte is, while you can delegate other people to do the other work that's behind the scene. So but you must just be aware. In regards to marketing is very, very profound, and it's about what you're doing, and that's important, and that's authenticity again about marketing. And we have so many aspects of marketing that we can go through, from local marketing to outreach even in a state level, and to an outreach to even global. And one of the biggest way of marketing is social media. It's huge since everybody's on the internet or on these social medias at different hours of the day, time. What you post and what you put out is so profound in your marketing. Either if it's a Friday night hangout, like we're discussing, people can interrelate to you and see, do you fit their needs or personality? Does it fit? Different levels of outreach is so important, whether it's podcasting, whether it's putting posts on social media, whether it's putting posts on Facebook. And these are free aspects before you go and put money into it. You can do so much input in marketing just with social media alone. And that means doing your research again. You know, who are your followers? What are their needs? What is your market in that field in social media? Who is your competitor? It's still breaking. No, I don't think so. I think Professor Joy, we're still waiting for her to come back. I see her coming. And Professor, can you hear us?
Yeah, but I don't know if my network is still okay or it's still breaking.
Oh, it's much better.
Oh, thank you.
Much better. Good. So I was just saying about marketing, and I started with social media. And I was thinking about this, for example, this hangout, so people can kind of relate to you in business and understand where you're going for, or even just initially pre-marketing. Instead of investing so much money, I was explaining through internet, like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, having different aspects of social media and putting yourself out there in posts is a huge way to start with marketing. Professor Joy?
Yeah. That's so true. Especially in these days where so many people spend a lot of time on the social media. Then you could also look at partnership. You know, building strategic partnership as a means of marketing. Now, I have Dr. Bean, my friend and colleague on this show. It means that her coming here, some of our audience would also be here because when people say, "Oh, Dr. Bindu is speaking," they will come in because Dr. Bindu is speaking. That's where you're also creating awareness for your brand. So one of the things you can do is also to scan your environment and to look at people who are running businesses that complement your business. So, for instance, if you are selling, you make maybe soya milk or any form of drink that's locally produced, you can look at people that make the containers, the plastic in which you put this in, and you can form a partnership with them. So you really need to scan your environment to look at what kind of my clients get, so that they know when they come to you, they can get this, they can get that. You know, if you look at the Friday night hangout, we bring in a lot of expertise into the room. So you're not just hearing from me. You're hearing from people like Dr. Bindu, who are life coaches and other, and she has so much other skill sets in business and empowering women. You have people who are experts in communication, in business management, project management. So the Friday night hangout becomes a pool of expertise. So you come here and you learn from diverse fields. So it has that utility. So you would want to come here. So not every week you come here, you just hear me speaking. You have other people that come in. So in your business, to ask yourself that question: who can I be partnering with to grow my brand? Mark you must bring something to the table. You need to be very, very clear as to what you're bringing forward on the partner. So don't go to someone like, for instance, you want to partner with me, and then you're coming with nothing on the table. It becomes very difficult to have that partnership because you're just taking from me. I'm not giving anything back into my business. So there can be other kind of partnerships you can form, but when you want to market, strategic partnerships. So in business, you need to move and really think deep, think wide, and think also very strategic. So you need to be very strategic in your. Then another way you can also market is affiliate marketing. So I can before the end of the day, we're going to ask Dr. us contact details and how we can reach her. So that is also marketing her brand on the Friday night time.
So
So she is also going to get there. Am I breaking?
you're breaking,
You're not hearing me?
Professor Joy, but you know what? The thing is, I'm understanding what you're saying. So I'm going to repeat what Professor Joy just said. If you guys can hear me a little bit more clear, I'm just going to repeat what Professor Joy said. um, she was saying about who you choose to come in a branded, like for example, Friday Night Hangout is very important because it represents your brand as well. So you can have people that come on, for example, Friday Night that you like, but it has to be someone that's related to your brand and something that's going to bring profound, something on the table. So if Professor Joy has me on, it's because of my background, my brand, and what my structure is, and she believes in my work, and that's why she will associate the brand, because you have to really do your research of who's coming onto your show as well, because what you bring in is a reflection of yourself and your business. So you must pick people that are, do your research behind who you're going to have, that you're going to partner with, someone who has the same ethics, the integrity, as well as the passion and the power of the business, because this is not only about inspiring women on how to do business, this is also inspiring women to bring up their own courage, right? Business is one aspect of discipline, but there's also this whole aspect where you're seeing two profound women, not only with educational background, but you're talking about entrepreneurs who went through their stages in life to reach here. And it wasn't an easy path. No one gave me a golden spoon in my mouth to get where I am today. Either, I'm sure, Professor Joy. We had to do our research. We had to go from the bottom all the way to the top, make some real constructive choices of who we want, for example, on this Hangout, who we want to connect our brand to, because that's going to represent us. And that's through stumble and fall and positive aspects of success and failures. Failures are always your stepping stones for higher progress. Always. It's never your step back. It's always your step forward. And these are things that you have to consider when you do marketing, who you're going to connect with and who's going to represent your brand as well. And that was what Professor Joy was saying when we were breaking out.
My name today. Thank you so much, Dr. Bindu. And we also talked about having an effective team. We've talked about processes and tools. Dr. Bindu talked about the apps you can get online for free. And then when you expand and grow, you can get the paid version. Those are tools. Your business plan, having clarity in designing it, that's a powerful tool. And then we talked about different processes, the steps to get you started. And now one other thing we want to talk about is your team. Listen, your team can either make your business or break your business. Even if it's one person that makes up your team and yourself, you need to be very, very pragmatic in choosing who your team member is. So you don't get a team member and then find roles that fit into the person. No. You need to sit back and say, this is my business. What roles and responsibility do I need for a team member to take up? And then when you've designed that, you can now start seeking for the person that has the skill sets that matches the job description. Now, you also need to open your mind to the fact that you may need to train. It's very important. You have the vision, perhaps you also have the skill set, and you may need to train people to understand the culture of your business, to understand because every business environment has its own culture. And so when you bring people in, you need to train them to understand the culture, the values, and then they also understand the system involved in running your business. So don't make sentimental decisions in picking team members.
Absolutely.
This it needs to be a decision that you need to think through, think deep, and think very strategic. So usually I would say look for people that will complement the skill sets you don't have and which the business needs. You also need to be very true to yourself as to what you do need. Sometimes we get, I keep saying this, we get arrogant about a business. You don't want people to tell you what to do. You want to run it yourself, but you don't have all it takes to run the business. There is a different thing when you don't have the finances to get people in. But Dr. Bindu talked about having virtual assistants who you don't need to employ on a full-time basis. I see a question here. Ozioma says, what about the situation where the teammates have more passion than the team leader? That's a very interesting question.
Uh,
I'll give a shot at it, and then I'll allow Dr. Bindu as well to give her opinion on that. Remember, we said to run a business, you must have passion. So if you're in a business and you don't have passion for the business, it means that's not your dream. So what the person wants to do, perhaps the person is just interested in maybe the profits that the business represents. And so the person would actually look for people who have the passion and the skill set to run the business. So it's really very difficult. In that respect, sometimes the person is a team leader because the person owns the business. That's one angle. Then if you're working in an organization where the team leader is not necessarily the owner of the business, then that becomes an issue of evaluation. So there has to be a process within the organization where there is regular staff appraisals, because a regular staff appraisal will determine when passion is not there, when the person becomes redundant, when the person might work better perhaps in the marketing department than perhaps in the production department or in the administrative department. So that is where a skilled human and resources manager becomes very key. And that's why every business needs to have the right plug for you to get the best out of your team. So you need someone. If it's a small time business, you have lean resources, so you're multitasking, but you need someone that understands human resources very well, that knows how to appraise, that knows how to give adequate job description to the right person, that knows how to move people around, that knows when it's time to say, you know what, I think it's time for you to move on. Because sometimes, no matter how you train, no matter if someone lacks the passion, lacks the skill set, there's nothing you can do. So you need to, as a business owner, know when to say, I've come to the end of the journey of this business with this person. But it doesn't mean that that's the end of the road for that person. So you need to have an open mind. When one door closes, it's opening other doors of opportunities for you. So you need to have that open mind. Dr. Bindu.
No, I agree with you 100%. And everything you said, you do. You have to have an open mind. And just to add a different perspective as well, is sometimes we could be passionate about a business. For example, if I am the business owner and I'm passionate, and we always have to remember, even though we may have a gift or we're really good in one aspect and we're good in what we do, and we can never be overconfident, we must always know every day is a learning experience. Every day. You may be an expert in certain field, but there may be other aspects that you might miss. There is no way you're not. You don't know the world. You don't know everything. So sometimes if I'm a team leader, let's say in an aspect of this question, and my team might be more passionate in a different avenue of social media marketing, right? Or a different avenue of documentation. Or they say, you know what, Doc, I don't like that app you're using. This app is amazing, and I really see the progress, and I see that somebody else utilizing it, and and then maybe you might feel like, no, I don't want to change what I know. Or I'm really comfortable in this system. I don't really want to listen to that. But you will just stunt your growth in your business if you do not listen to your team. Okay. So sometimes their passion is because they most probably is a way better marketer than me. I might know the knowledge, I may understand the aspects, I may know the tools, but there are people who are skilled in these fields and have the research and understanding, because my focus is what? Women empowerment, against gender-based violence, against domestic violence. My knowledge is constantly revolving on how to help the people. But business management is completely different from my world. So we must be open to listen to the team of their passions as well.
So true, Dr. Bindu, so true. And that's why one of the things I said earlier on, that having the technical skill set is different from having the business management skill set. So there are two different that we need to have. And so I hope that answers your question, Ozioma. You would agree with me, we've had very interesting, deep conversations here. And this is just the beginning of so many more conversations we'll be having in the month of February. Before we come back to Dr. Bindu, Babu for her wrap-up comments, we're going to take the giveaways, and then we're going to take some announcements. So The conversation we're having right now is part of the many conversations you can have in the Power Woman Forum. So, the Power Woman Forum is an online platform that is set up for kingdom minded women who are passionate to grow their personal and business brand. And these are some of the conversations we would have in that platform. In the month of January, we had very powerful conversation on Yes We Can, where we looked at financial planning, we looked at mental acuity and all that. We have a whole lot, that are in the line for the trainings. So, as members of the Power Woman Forum, you get to have this hands-on skills and training. So I want to open up to you to say the membership of the Power Woman Forum is still up and open, and we're still running the discounted prices for the different categories. We have the ready to sell category, we have the no mountain is too high, and it can fit any pocket. So you feel that you don't want to invest so much, but you want to invest so just a little bit of what is comfortable for you. We have the ready to sell. Then those of you that really want to dig deep and really invest in yourself, we have the no mountain is too high. So I'll invite you to go to joyonyesoh.com/powerwoman forum and get your registration on. We still have the discount packages still going on, but we're going to close it up very soon. So I invite you, if you want to have regular trainings, deep classes, you want to have access to monthly resources, weekly resources, then this is the platform that you need to be subscribed to. So joyonyesoh.com/the Power Woman Forum, and we can have more conversations in that space. Also, the Power Woman book is up for sales, but in the month of February, we're giving out free copies in the Friday night hangout. So I'm super excited of the winners we have. And we're also going to give out cash prizes in a minute. I'm going to ask a question, and the first 5 correct responses get the 3,000 naira. Are we ready? Are we ready? Okay. Dr. Honorable Ugonachi gave us 15,000 naira for her birthday. That was on what day? What is the date of Honorable Ugonachi's birthday? What is her birth date? What is the birth date of Honorable Ugonachi? The first 5 correct responses get 3,000 naira. The birth date of Honorable Ugonachi. I want the date. When I say birth date, give me the month and the day. Birth date, the month and the date. The month and the date. The month and the date. I'm not going to say anything because people are still putting up, but my team is taking notes. I'm also taking note of the first correct response I've seen. The month and the date. The month and the date. The month, and I've seen only 1 correct response. I've seen 2 correct responses. No, I've seen only 1. The other one made a mistake. 1 correct response. Okay. So a member of my team is going to pick it up. Please pick up the first 5 correct responses for me, and we're going to put it up on the screen. We're going to put it up on the screen. Okay, so we have enough responses right now. I'm sure we've got 5. Honorable Ugonachi's birthday is 3rd of February. 3rd of February. Her birthday was on Wednesday, 3rd of February. 3rd of February. So the 5 correct responses get 3,000 cash prize. So congratulations to Domina. I'm expecting to get the names very soon. A member of my team is going to bring out the names very soon. So while I'm waiting for that, I want to do a birthday shout out. Woo! Today is a queen's birthday, and Amazon's birthday. She's my friend. She's my sister, Olivia Oseji. Congratulations as you get into your new season. Congratulations. This shout out is for you. Happy birthday from all of us on the Friday night hangout. Dearest Olivia, happy birthday. May this day be as lovely and amazing as you are. We love you. We love you, love you, love you. Please strive. Let us give Olivia Oseji some love. Happy birthday, Olivia. Happy birthday, Olivia. Happy birthday to you, girl. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. So happy birthday, Olivia, from all of us on the Friday night hangout. We love you, we celebrate you, and we honor you today. So happy birthday, and thank you for always being a very strong, consistent member of the tribe. Thank you. Next week, Friday, is another time out here. We're also going to be having deeper conversation on business and finances. I hope that you got a lot of nuggets from this. I hope you got a lot of. Okay, there's a happy birthday song coming up for. Oh, let's be happy. Happy birthday. Woo! Happy birthday to you. I have an amazing DJ in the house. I have an amazing DJ in the house who loves birthday. So happy birthday to you, Olivia. So now we're going to wrap up. While I'm waiting to get the first 10 persons who will put in their numbers, I want to see your number and your telephone number and TGIF. The first 10 persons to put in their telephone number and TGIF get a free data subscription of 500 naira. TGIF and your phone number. Your phone number, TGIF, the first 10 persons. So keep it coming in while I turn back to my amazing guest, Dr. Bindu, to give us a wrap-up comments.
Thank you. So it was such a pleasure to be on tonight. Professor Joy, it is always amazing to be working with you, always. Even as being the cover on your Power Woman magazine, it was an honor. Congratulations on the BEFTA for the magazine. You are a true entrepreneur and a power woman. And from the United States to Africa, salute to you. I love doing our work together. And for all the listeners today that came on and to support Professor Joy and to get the pearl nuggets, I hope you did learn or grab something from our conversation today to inspire you, whether it's about business or just to inspire yourself to be as courageous to do anything you want in your life. You have the possibility. Just conquer your fears. Your mind, life is limitless, and keep moving forward. And I look forward to coming back here again, and we will just keep moving on. And you can always reach me also on my website at www.bindubabu.com. I'm on all the social medias, Dr. Bindu Babu, and I look forward to any of your questions or anything that you'd like to answer, want me to answer.
Oh, thank you so much, Dr. Bindu Babu. It's really an honor to have you here with us. Thank you for making out the time. Thank you for pouring into us, for just sharing your expertise with us. And please do reach out to Dr. Bindu on her website. Do please reach out to her. You have further questions, you want to interact with her, you need her expert opinion, please do not hesitate to reach out to her. She's a power woman, and I'm so sure that she would, give you solution to what you require. She is so amazing, and we're so honored to have her grace the cover of our magazine in the month of December, and it's been so amazing just sharing this platform with her today. And I look forward to having more conversations with you and having you on this platform with us again. Thank you so very much, Dr. Bindu.
Thank you so much, and have a lovely evening, everybody.
Thank you so much. So before we go, finally, I would want to announce the winners of the 3,000 naira. Just a minute. Okay. So I want to announce the winners of the 3,000 naira cash prize. So we have Success Marcos. Congratulations, you've won yourself a cash prize of 3,000 naira. We have Theodora, you've won yourself a cash prize of 3,000 naira. We have Njideka Okoye, you've won yourself a cash prize of 3,000 naira. We have Confidence, you've won yourself a cash of 3,000 naira. And we have Adays Onyesoh, you've won yourself a cash prize of 3,000 naira. Congratulations, congratulations. And I want you to say a very big thank you to Honorable Ugo Nachi, who is the giver of this cash gift. I want us to say happy birthday to her once again and thank you so much. Thank you. Congratulations to all our winners today. The 10 persons that won the free book, the 5 persons that won the cash prize of 3,000 naira, and everyone that won the free data subscription. So next we're going to put on the screen all the winners of the data subscription, and just to be sure that we got you all correctly. I want to use this opportunity to say thank you so much. Thank you for always making time every Friday to share this platform with me. I do not take it for granted at all. I hope you did get value because I also got value. You know, I got value just having this conversation. And this is what our February would look like. Our February is going to be hot. We're going to be talking about business and finances. And so next week, Friday, we're going to have further conversations on business and finances, and we're going to take you on a different aspect of business and finances next week, Friday. So you don't want to miss next week, Friday. I do hope that you would stay tuned with us. You will come in and you will share this platform. So until I see you next week, Friday, again, is to say thank you. Keep celebrating yourself. Don't give up. Keep being resilient. And remember, no one can do you like you do you. This is a Friday night hangout where we come to have fun. We learn, we relearn, and we unlearn. So I do hope that I gave you some good value and content today. And I hope to see you next time. And I would invite you to please share. Keep sharing this message. I know the conversations we had today is going to benefit a lot of people out there. So please do share the replay. Share the replay. Host a Facebook watch party so other women, other men can get to listen to this amazing conversation we had today. I will look forward to seeing you next week, Friday. Once again, DJ, are you ready with our music? DJ, are you ready? Gives a Friday night hangout song. I look forward to seeing you all next week, Friday. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Keep being you. Have a restful weekend. And I'll see you next week, Friday. I want the rice, Njideka. I want the rice. Woo! Thank you so much. I love you all. Thank you. Woo! All right. Let's have some fun. All right. I love you all so much. All right. Yeah, yeah. Woo! Friday night hangout. Oh. Night hangout. Woo!